Hi there, Roger here with Roger's 2-minute aftermarket update. We're back to over $100,000. Woohoo! So we made back what we lost. At one point, the account was down about 10%. So we feel pretty good about what happened today. Now the account, I want to go over it in detail here in just a minute, is we only gained about just a little over 2% today, because we were only like 20% in the market as of the end of the day yesterday. So I was in a real yank to get back in there. So when I saw the futures up this morning, I knew I had to bite the bullet and get in. By the time I got in, on average, it was up about 2% on our targeted stocks. I bought in, and then it went down a little bit, and then it went back up. So even though overall, we were up anywhere from 2 to 7% on the stocks that we bought. We only gained about 2% overall, a little over 2%. So still, I feel pretty good about it. I think we're in for the long haul here. We only have about $7,200 on the sidelines, so about 7% at this time. And I know there's more volatility. We're just going to have to live with that. So I want to show you the details of the Fidelity account and the stocks we have and the kind of information that's available to you to analyze. So here we go. Okay, here we go with the specifics in the account. You can see first we have Apple. And take a look at the headings across the top. You have the current price. You have the change that occurred today in dollars. You have today's gain or loss from a dollar and a percent standpoint. You have the total gain or loss. This is from when you first bought it. And then you have the current value. This is the quantity of shares. And then we have the cost basis. In other words, what did it cost you to buy them, to buy the shares? And then the total cost. So on a total cost basis, Apple cost $247.45 a share for a total cost of $10,145. And if you go back over here, it tells you what the current value is with all the fluctuations from previous days or on this day. And we can see that the current value was $10,596.04. And then we added Amazon. Amazon, here we come over here again, and we see that the cost basis for what we bought was $11,394, and the value right now is $11,732. So there was a gain of $338.94. So you can see on each one of these stocks, you can see what today's gain or loss is or the total gain or loss. Now, one of my favorite things about this chart is look over here. Okay, take a look over here on this side. Notice that Apple and Amazon have recovered very nicely off of their lows. So the stocks that we targeted are ones that really haven't recovered all that well so far from the bear market. There's a long way to travel to get back to what the highs were. Okay, so the reason why we like Apple and Amazon is because they're really the most steady. They're super strong companies. We talked about Amazon owns the world as far as the marketplace. Apple has a lot of competition, but they're the largest company. We have a lot of confidence in these two that they're going to be steady plotters. So the other ones we targeted because, again, there's a long way to get back to where their peak was. Okay, here's the low, for example, of Goldman Sachs. It was down to 130 at one point. It peaked at $246, and currently it's at $165. So there's a long way to go for Goldman Sachs to get to their peak. Now, one of the reasons why I like Goldman Sachs is because they make money in a volatile market. Holy crap. I mean, these guys are going to do a moonshot. And the other one that I like is JP Morgan. But it's been up considerably the last couple days, and I didn't pull the trigger on that one. If we look here, you have several companies that have exposure to China, such as Apple, Micron Technology, Nokia. And the reason why I like these, if you take a look at the coronavirus, China is, pretty much stabilizing. So we could go back there, but the only thing that makes me question it a little bit is because now we have a bad taste in our mouth about China. We want to start manufacturing things here. So we'll kind of evaluate that as we go forward. But you can see kind of the methodology here of why we picked those. Okay. So today's gain on our account was $4,051.72. We're at $102,508.15. So really nice gain today. There's a lot of volatility in the next several sessions, or maybe over the next couple months. I think we're going to hang with these, and we're going to look for an opportunity to buy in with the rest of our 7,000 and change that's hanging out there. And so with that, this is Roger with Roger's $100,000 portfolio, the 2-minute aftermarket update. So we'll see what the futures look like in the morning. We'll post another video and talk about tomorrow's strategy. What's in your portfolio? Be sure and like this page and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell so you get the 2-minute update alerts. We'll see you tomorrow.